Hi, this is Phil from Pollyanna's Parchment Craft. I've been asked several times why are our mats non-adhesive. The simple answer is all mats are non-adhesive. When you buy an adhesive mat, it will eventually lose its stickiness. It's got to, it's the law of physics, because every time you put a card on there, it will leave fibres behind no matter how good the cardstock is. You won't see them there, microscopic. You will take an amount of adhesive away with you with the card, just like a post-it note. It'll work so many times and then it won't. And then I've seen the videos of cleaning mats, etc. With our system, you start with a smooth mat with no adhesive on it. You can put your own adhesive on it and you can have it as strong as you like. You can have low, medium or high tack, and it is variable, because obviously this will also lose adhesion after a time and it needs redoing. But the way I get around that is I use a spray adhesive. Now there are other adhesives. There are adhesives made specially for mats. There are adhesives you can use for mats. There are stencil glues. But I prefer a repositional spray adhesive. Reasons for this: it's economical, it's easy to use. This one is from Hobbycraft, it's repositional. I don't work for Hobbycraft, I've got nothing to do with them at all. It's just the one I'm using at the moment. It's easy to use, it's a fine mist, and it dries quicker than any other way of putting adhesive on your mat. And that's what I like. If I need to spray a mat up, I need to have it there and use it very quickly. This you can use literally within minutes. As you see, this video is done in real time, so there's no speeding it up to make it look good. But one thing to remember with any repositional adhesive, whether it's liquid, whether it's any form you buy it in, when you first put it on, let it dry. If you don't let a repositional glue dry, whether it's a spray adhesive or any of the others on the market, it will stick really hard. So when we've sprayed this, we're going to let it dry, but you'll see how long it takes, which is a very short space of time. There we go, we spray the mat up. That's it. That's how long it takes to spray it. I've masked this off with brown paper and masking tape or painter's tape if you're in the States. It started drying already. I'm not in a particularly warm environment because I don't like working in warm environments, so it's just ambient temperature. And the adhesive has started drying already, so we'll just get this off. Always make sure you mask everything off except for the white part in the centre, and then you haven't got to fuss when you're spraying it. You haven't got to be too careful because you've got plenty of room around the outside. So we get all the tape off and all the bits. Got a bit of tape stuck on the bottom here. There we go, get that off. And now we just wait for this to dry, and we are not going to wait very long. You haven't got time to make a cup of tea. You know, let's try it. It's, yeah, getting there. I'm counting 1 to 10 here. Yes, it's fairly sticky. Fairly quite, yes. Try this. Is that sticky enough? I think so. And we're going to put on this 320 gram mirror card. There we go, 320 gram mirror card. And I've taken the word autumn, which is in the machine. I'm using the SDX 125. I've taken the word autumn, can't quite see, it's very light on the screen, to cut out just to show you how well the mat works. And you can see that was a very light spray of adhesive I put on there, not heavy at all, a light spray. Now we're loading the mat, which I've never had any trouble loading Pollyanna mats, but I always load first time. I'm going to use the automatic blade just to make things a little bit quicker, and then we're going to cut the word autumn out, so we've just got to press OK, and tell it to cut. Okay, and then we go to cut. There we are. It comes up start. Go for it. We do the 12 by 12 cutting mat for the DX and a 12 by 24 cutting mat for DX, both non-adhesive. And of course we do a 12 by 12 cutting mat for all the CM range, CM 100, 300, 350, 550, 600, 750 and the 900, plus any I've forgotten. We'll also work on the design and cut machines, and we'll work on the CMQ. That's the CM mats that we sell as well as these. I just wanted to show you how easy it was to take one of our mats. It's literally, it's going to take you longer to put the brown paper and the tape on than it is to spray, to let the spray dry. And as I say, if it's not quite tacky enough after you've used it a little time, as long as you've got no large pieces of debris or no debris on the card, you don't need to clean it if you're spraying. You just need to mask it off, spray it up again. The card may start looking a little bit dirty, but that doesn't hurt because the layer of glue on there is so fine that it's not going to build up as it would if you're using another type of glue. Yeah, we've got a stencil now. So there's our word autumn cut out very neatly on the mat. Let's use our little shovel. There we go. Coming off nicely. No, I'm not very gentle, am I? There we go. Okay, so that's off now. It's the word autumn. We get our, that's what I mean by debris. If you get that off, as you can see, the mat's not damaged at all. And let's get it out of the machine. Close him up. This is the DX mat I'm using, obviously. I'm using the DX machine. There's our word autumn. And that's cut out very nicely from there. Our mat is still easy enough to stick card on again. You can probably stick card on 10 to 20 times, depending how much you put on to start with, and one can of spray adhesive will probably last you 50 applications. So it's, you know, it's economical, it's easy, it's no fussing. You haven't got to bother scraping maps or wiping them with baby wipes or anything, as long as you've got no deep gouges in it or lots of big chunks of debris. You're right. You can see there it's just slightly different shine to where it isn't sprayed. So that's the DX mat. We also do the CM mat, as I said. This is for all your CM range of machines, everything that came out prior to the DX range. It'll fit all of them, it fits them the same way, and it works exactly the same way. So there we are, and I want to thank you for watching. I hope it's given you some ideas. You'll find us at pollyanna's.parchmentcraft.com. I've got a new camera, you've probably worked that out. There you go. So I hope you found it useful and given you some ideas. The mats are at least half-quarter the price of anything else you'll buy, and they work just as well, and we've never had any trouble loading. So thank you for watching. This has been Phil at Pollyanna's Parchment Craft, and see you all again soon. Thanks again now. God bless you all.